Okay, so Edward is brooding, dark, mysterious, silent, and has a habit of watching women sleep without their consent. What were your and Robert's concerns about how he'd be portrayed on the screen? How'd you be able to pull that off?
I mean, I think Rob was like, you know, at first he loved the idea because he really admired Kristen's work. You know, she's a great serious actor. He liked 13 and all that stuff. But then he realized, wow, now I got a lot to live up to, you know. And he's a very shy person, you know. And so for him, he would sometimes almost be, you know, paralyzed in some way. Like, how can I live up to this book that so many people out there have this vision of Edward, you know? And so sometimes he would be pretty nervous. I'd be like, you know, he would play part of the scene, then he'd stop, I can't do it. I'm like, yes, you can. Let's go to the end, you know. Keep doing the scene, let's finish the scene. Then he'd stop, you know, 4 more lines. No, it's not working, you know. And I'm like, okay, breathe, you know. It's like deep breaths. Let's just get to the end of the scene, and then I'm kind of like the outsider, the director. I can judge and help you and tell you if you're doing a good job or not. I was just like, please do the scene, you know. So finally he started feeling better and, you know, more confident. But I think it was a lot to live up to because you guys had a lot of expectations about Edward, right? And then immediately, yay, okay, awesome. And then when the announcement came, do you guys remember back then when it was announced that Rob Pattinson was going to play it? There was a lot of negative feedback because there were a lot of photos of him in London, like stumbling out of a pub or whatever, and people were like, "This guy is not Edward." But when I met him at my house, I'm like, we're doing a makeover on you, because he came with dyed black, kind of greasy bangs, and I'm like, no. And he kind of, his main exercise was kind of like at the bar, like this. So he kind of had a little tummy situation going on. And so I'm like, dude, you know, you got to be lean, mean, badass, powerful looking. You're going to work out. And he was like, what? You know, what do you mean by that? I mean, he was a bit nervous, you know. And I remember the first day that he went to work out with the trainer, he goes, you know, I tried it and it kind of felt good. You know? I was like, yeah, like our bodies are kind of made to move, you know, and all that. And so he really got into it, you know, and he came up there to Oregon early, he dove into it, and what you said earlier, he and Dr. Cullen they wrote letters to each other, lots of letters, like about their whole history, you know, like everything that all in the last like 30 years, 40 years, 50 years, they really built a relationship through handwritten letters, which was pretty cool, creating those kind of details.